What's up, Raptors fans? Welcome to the Warriors Report. It's time to talk about the Raptors signing yet another player, and that is a player they are very familiar with. And this was being reported by Michael Scotto on Twitter, which is the Toronto Raptors signed DJ Wilson to a 2-year veteran minimum deal, which includes $250,000 guaranteed. So this contract, this 2-year contract, is partially guaranteed, which is really good news because obviously the Raptors have a lot of players. So what does this signing mean for the Raptors? I'm also going to talk about the impact that DJ Wilson has had with the Raptors this past season, and could this be an indication of bigger trades to come? I will break all of that down in today's video. So if you're ready to watch this video, guys, make sure to hit the like button. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes. If you want to hit the subscribe button as well, that'd be very much appreciated. So with that being said, let's get into today's video. Now, as you guys know, I do like to give out shoutouts on my channel, and for today's video, the shoutout goes out to Todd Stevens. So Todd, thank you so much for supporting this channel through likes and comments. It is very much appreciated. Now, talking about DJ Wilson, it's important to talk about what he did with the Toronto Raptors. It's almost this DJ Wilson with the Toronto Raptors situation. It's almost like a guy who's dating this girl. He goes out with her once, he goes out with her twice, he goes out with her 3 times, and finally decides, you know what, I'm going to date this girl. That has been the exact case with the Toronto Raptors and DJ Wilson. They have signed him to multiple 10-day contracts this past season, obviously with injuries, with COVID protocols, and it's just been a very unfortunate circumstance surrounding DJ Wilson as well. He's looked good with the Raptors in the limited times, but every time it seemed like something had happened. This one time he had gone COVID protocols, the Raptors did not re-sign him because he had to be in isolation for some time, and then when they did re-sign him after some time, he collided with another player, which led to a season-ending injury. So it's really unfortunate for DJ Wilson, but in the limited minutes he did play, he put up some decent stats for the Raptors. In about 13.5 minutes per game, he shot the ball really efficiently. It's only 3.8 shots, but he did hit the shots pretty efficiently, 73.3%. His free throw percentages were good, which is impressive, obviously, for a power forward / big man, 80%. He's also a decent rebounder. Again, this is 13.5 minutes, very small sample size, but 4 rebounds in about that minute, in 13.5 minutes, 1.3 assists, 1.3 steals, and 7.5 points per game, which is really efficient for a team that really needed scoring off of the bench. And I really wanted DJ Wilson to come back for several reasons. Now, some of the reasons I really like DJ Wilson, beyond just the statistics, when you watch him play, he does everything that the Raptors look for in their big man, if you want to call him a big man, center / power forward, right? So DJ Wilson is a player Nick Nurse absolutely loves, because some of the things he does on court is something that a lot of Raptors players do. He does play the game with very high IQ. He also is a very, very smart player in the sense that he makes the right play. A lot of basketball players may have high IQ, but what separates DJ from that is the fact that he may have an open basket, but if he sees there's a defender there, he's going to pass it to his teammates. He plays very unselfish basketball, which makes him very impressive on the Toronto Raptors team, and he just makes the right play. Given the fact that he was on several 10-day contracts last season with the Toronto Raptors, he could have easily stat padded, which wasn't the case. He played great team ball, he moved the ball, he played great defensively as well. He is very switchable for someone who's listed at 6'9", 6'10". I forget what exactly his height is, but he's very switchable. He plays smart on defense. He makes the right plays, which is what you want from your bench guys. You don't want your bench guys to come in and try to force up shots and make bad mistakes, and that is not something you get with DJ Wilson. And this is a very impressive signing, given the amount of money we're giving him. Again, that's a very small sample. Very small amount that is guaranteed, only $250,000. So even if the Raptors decide they don't want him, they can waive him, which I obviously don't think they should. They should keep him and try to develop him. He's still a fairly young player. He's about 26 years old, I believe. He's got a lot of valuable assets to the Raptors, which could really just make him a key rotational player within the Raptors team and make him that bench player on the Raptors team. If he's given 15-20 minutes, that could put up Chris Boucher-like statistics. So I'm really excited about this signing. I've been on a rant last season talking about every time the Raptors sign DJ Wilson, how they need to sign him for the rest of the season. He's going to be one of those hidden gems that everyone talks about after several months, and I'm really excited about this. Now, talking about the signing of DJ Wilson, does this mean the Raptors are potentially making a trade? We know they've been linked to different players, but having a look at their depth chart here, at the center and power forward positions, they have Khem Birch, they have Precious Achiuwa, they have Chris Boucher, and they have Otto Porter, who are, for the most part, Khem Birch and Precious our centers. Precious can play the power forward. Chris Boucher is center at times, but mostly power forward. And then Otto Porter Jr., who we just signed this offseason, is mostly a power forward / small forward. And then, of course, we have Pascal Siakam, we have Thaddeus Young, we have Scotty Barnes and OG Anunoby as well, who are mostly power forwards. But Scotty and Pascal have played center at times, and same thing with Thaddeus and OG as well. So again, this just gives the Raptors another addition. So these are about 8 guys that can play either center, power forward, and at certain times, again, OG Anunoby and Otto Porter small forward. And of course, Pascal and Scotty can play the point guard position as well. So this gives the Raptors about 9 players. And this isn't even including Christian Koloko. If you include him in there, that's about 10 players that are very lengthy, that are, again, really, when you talk about positional needs, they're at that center power forward position. So does this mean that the Raptors are perhaps looking at a trade? We know they've been rumored to be talking to Sean Marks, and Adrian Wojnarowski actually just announced today that the Summer League is starting today, and Sean Marks will be there, and he could be talking to guys like Masai Ujiri and other general managers as well. So this is going to be exciting times. The Raptors do have about 17 players on a 15-man roster. One of them is a 2-way contract, so they will eventually have to sign or cut, or I should say not sign someone, but they're eventually going to have to cut someone. Maybe there is a trade in process, or maybe the Raptors made this move thinking about future trades that they could potentially move, maybe a 3-for-1 trade where they get Kevin Durant. And they always have been rumored recently, but also just this entire offseason have been rumored linked to DeAndre Ayton as well. So maybe there's something going on in the works there. We'll have to wait and see in this next several days what happens, but it will be an interesting time to be a Raptors fan, obviously, not only because the Summer League is starting, because general managers and executives will be seeing each other face to face. So we'll see what happens. The trades will be officially announced tomorrow, and the Indiana Pacers have been linked to DeAndre Ayton. Maybe they offer him an offer sheet tomorrow, and that really screws up the chances of the Phoenix Suns trying to acquire Kevin Durant. But I'm excited about this signing. I love DJ Wilson. He makes the right plays. He's such a likable guy. Like, there's no one out there that can definitely say you do not like DJ Wilson. And although he doesn't shoot the 3-point ball, his shot looks nice. He can hit jump shots, and he has the capabilities of shooting threes. I think he just needs to work with the Raptors this offseason on working that. And this is fun times, guys, again. So we'll see what happens. Cam Birch is a name I would definitely keep an eye on, though, considering he's making about $6 million. And if the Raptors do look to acquire someone like a Kevin Durant, he would need to be included for salary purposes. So maybe the Raptors are ready to move on from Cam Birch, and maybe DJ Wilson is there to replace the minutes. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Raptors manage their minutes with all of these different rotational players that are mostly power forwards and center. So we'll see what happens, guys. But I do want to hear your thoughts, so make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, I do have a trivia question for you today. And that trivia question is, who was the first Raptors coach to win Coach of the Year? Was it A, Nick Nurse? Was it B, Sam Mitchell? Was it C, Dwayne Casey? Or was it D, Isaiah Thomas? So whoever answers this trivia question correctly first in the comment section gets a shout out in my next video. So that will be it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Let's try to get this video to 120 likes. And that will be it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys have yourselves a great day.